Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
If you're a movie buff, you remember High Noon, starring Gary Cooper. In the film, Tex Ritter sang the theme, but Frankie Laine had the hit record. Frankie also recorded the theme for TV's Rawhide. Frankie Laine was an American singer, songwriter, and actor. His career spanned nearly 75 years. Backstage, following his appearance at Italian Fest, Frankie talked about some of his biggest hits and told me something I was not aware of.
Which one was the biggest hit for Frankie Laine?
I believe Jezebel's second, Mule Train's third.
I guess if I ask you to name one song that's closest to your heart, well, let me ask you which one. Let me see if we come out with the same one that I think it would be.
Well, I have two different songs for two different reasons. Desire started the whole thing and brought me in and what my success has been. And then I believe because of what it says.
Well, That's My Desire was the one I was thinking of because that started your career, right?
Right. That was responsible for everything else that took place.
You were just about ready to give it all up, weren't you?
Well, I had quit 5 times before, and I went back for what I felt was the last time. And mentally, I was saying, if it doesn't happen now, then that's it.
You were entertaining one night, and some guy happened to hear you sing.
There's a place called Billy Berg's, which was a jazz joint, and a friend of mine who was working there used to call me up every night hoping somebody would hear me and do something about it. And one night I happened to sing Rockin' Chair, and the guy who wrote the song, Hoagie Carmichael, was in the audience. He came up and grabbed me, and the very thing I had dreamed about and hoped would happen finally did. He took me to the boss, got me a job at Billy Berg's, and I stayed there for, in about 2 months I started singing Desire from out of nowhere. I mean, I just happened to think of it one night, introduced it as a new song, and the place went wild. And in 2 months I was starring there, and in 2 months I had recorded it, and in 2 months it was out, and in 2 months, boom, it was #1 in the country.
To spend one night with you, that's my desire.
Bob Berry. Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast on iTunes or wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all the episodes at wisconsinbroadcastingmuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Angels Kids Fund and Donate Life Wisconsin. The preceding program was made possible by a generous contribution from Terry Bond.